Hey, welcome back everybody. It's Shino, and we're back in learning Rustbound Magic. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. Hey, we are going to be able to make the jump to Tier 2 in this episode. Yeah, I did go ahead and use the magical wand. Have I still got it on me? I don't think I do. G1. I used the wand that is, so this is the admin wand for increasing your max mana, getting you back up. But there's a wand also for increasing the 5 levels. So I did that. I've been making several of the spells, and there's another one ready to go right now. Let's go ahead and meditate here and see what happens. I've been making several of these spells, and you just don't get a whole lot of XP per each one. So yeah, that's one thing that, you know, I said this, hey, we need to figure out, is this mod, you know, is it something that is balanced, and, you know, is it something that when I go to recommend it to people, you know, I want to be able to tell them, hey, here's the good stuff, here's the bad stuff, right? And there are several things you can do to increase your mana experience. But they're, you know, the amount of time it takes to do them really does, it becomes expensive as far as a time sink goes. Not as much as a resource, but as a time sink. Now, there's some of these things that are expensive from a resource perspective. Yeah, anyways, let's do this real quick. We're going to meditate here. And see what one we get here. I just got a cool one. It was actually for creating like a mana biscuit, right? Like World of Warcraft. So that you could, hey, befriend Animal 1. We already got that one. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of dupes. So, yeah, well. But these, let me go, that's the GM one. We can, oh, I forgot to get out of there. Get out of there. Come here. And we got a couple things here we're going to be doing, but I just wanted to check something. So I was looking at the spell here, kind of looking at this, right? And I clicked on it by accident. It says you must sneak to use this item. So does that mean that the spells you get are single cast spells? Is that what that means? Maybe. Is there a way I can... yeah, we can do it this way. We'll just go into, because I don't want them running all over the place, right? But there was a baby here that was Gen 1. So if I shift and do this, the spell cipher has been reset. Oh, no, it just clears it. Oh, that's even better, actually. Okay. So it doesn't work as a single cast spell, but if you get a duplicate, man, I wish I knew that sooner. I've been stacking them up because I'm like, I've already got this one. So cool, yeah. So if I wanted to, I could actually redo some of these. Now, there's some of these that I would like to try, like this Flash Heal 1. Heals a selected target. If there's no target, the caster receives the heal. I'm kind of curious how much you get healed on that. Oh, it says down there, heal 3. Okay. And growth 1. I think we've already got growth. Isn't that one of them that we've already done? Object hoe, object. No, befriend animal. So I don't have a growth one yet. So that might be pretty cool. We might have to test that. Okay, what are we going to do? We are going to make the advancement to tier 2 today. Is what we're going to do. But hey, I do have a couple of these necklaces and belts and such, and it does say we have total mana of 100. So we're going to try to soul bind these. And I went ahead and went with this one, the Greater Necklace of Alacrity, or whatever it's called. It's a meditation mana regen is +2. Actually, you know what? I don't think I want that one. I had one that was speed. Yeah, let's do the speed one. And then meditation mana regen on that. Spell mana cost. That's the one I want right there. So I don't think, do I have any other of these? I've got this one. That requires 200. Yeah, we can't do that one. Yeah, we're getting close. So let's do this. So we got our one here so we can regenerate our mana. So let's soulbind this. Should be right there. Now soulbound to you. Cool. And then I'll do a shift right click to regen that back up, and then we'll soul bind this one. So remember, that's a cheaty wand, but that's just for testing purposes only. If you're playing the game, you would have to do the whole meditation thing in between. You know what I mean? That goes there. Pretty spiffy. That goes there. Pretty spiffy. And yeah, you can see even from soul bind those, you would just don't get anything from that. No biggie. There we go. We got her. So we are ready to go. Let's take a look at our handbook. And just to kind of touch base on where we are. I know, I was saying, hey, I'll do this at the beginning. I'll show you the roadmap. I think the roadmap's not going to change that much. After we got to a certain point, now it's just a matter of just continuing to progress until you have, everything that you need to be able to progress to tier 2, which is what this is right here. So the things that we can't do that are on this chart thingy here is the new stones. We can't make those because they require us to be tier 2 for those. And the essence core. We can't make the essence core until we are a tier 2 also. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make jump to tier 2. And we can look at that at casting spells and crucibles, I think is where I saw this at. Magical experience to either 50 or 200. Blah, blah, blah. Create either a relic of awakening, moving from tier 1 to tier 2, or relic of transcendence. We're going to need that relic of awakening. This is what we're going to need right here. I wish we could bookmark this stuff. Yeah, so light essence, I've got that. Crystallized memories. I had some of those, but because I was trying to advance, I think I used them all. So let's see, do I have any left? Yeah, I do. I got 2. Matter of fact, there we go. Hey, all right. Yeah, I was out killing stuff, and every time I got one, I was like, oh, I'm going to pop it. I need to make this jump to tier 2. So let's see. We're going to need, get off of this, GM1. So we're going to need light essence, ash. We've got some of that. Can I do, I don't want that. I want handbook, relic of, or sigil of awakening. Neutral essence ash, light essence ash, and dark essence ash. Okay, we've never made the neutral essence. But that's okay. We just need the rustic compound. Give us that. And I think I've got 115. And how much do I need for this relic? I need, or sigil. I keep calling it a relic. I need, oh, you don't need, okay. You don't need one of each. Yeah. Okay. So we could just do this with 8 of the other, but let's go ahead while we're here. Let's go ahead and throw in, well, I don't want 31. I just wanted 2. I'll explain what's going on over there. That way I struggled with it mightily until I figured out what's going on. All right. When you put one of these items into this slot, the metadata on it changes. So when you put 1 in there, it's still rustic compound, but the metadata changes saying it's going to this state. So when I go to put 1 more in there, it actually does a swap. And now all 29 of those have that same meta tag on it. And that's what's happening. So yeah, got to throw that back in there, and there you go. Now it'll run through there, and I think, yeah, we're good there. Cool. All right, so that was making a little bit of extra ash, and I probably will need a little bit more from here also. Oh yeah, another. Telling you, we'll make 4, 5, 6 from here. I think I can do that. It's going to cost. Yeah, we should be able to get that. Cool. Put that back. So anyways, we're going to need for the ash, and I'll put you in the center one here. There we go. Okay, let's get the ash. We're going to need 8 of those. There we go. Sigil. See? Oh, there's a lot of sigils. Oh, there it is right there. All right, we got that. So we're just going to need 2 enchanted stone and our lay resonator. Boom. And I'm going to pop that out of there because I just got thinking how much. Let's do that. There we go. how much does this require as far as mana goes to make? It doesn't say. So we'll do that. 2 of these. And that. And that shouldn't cost anything to make. There we go. All right. And do we need to lower, create the, oh, okay. Throw the desired sigil into an idle crucible. You'll see the portal change and the block info will state it is in magic tier upgrade status. Enter the portal and start meditation. You'll need full mana for the upgrade timer to begin. You will receive a notification that the process starts. You will see particles appear after 10 seconds. The process is done, and you will move to the next magic tier. Cool. All right, let's go see this. So we have our crucible here, and we throw it in. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, let's. Do we have to clear the crucible out? Is it shift and that? Ah, okay, there you go. Yeah, you have to clear the recipe out. All right, so now it is. Ready? Oh, magic tier upgrade. All right, and is our magic at full? It is. All right, so here we go. We're going to hop into it, and we got to meditate, right? Yeah, there's the particles. Okay, so it's starting to go. Process to raise your magic tier has begun. Stay meditating until the process finishes. And there it is. Oh, hey, get out of there. All right, we did it. Hey, we are now tier 2. Awesome. Okay, so that was pretty simple, actually. Seems like when we had to do it, yeah, when we had to do it in Rustbound 119, you'd have to get your temporal stability all the way back down to like under 20%. So I prefer this method. Okay, I do see that it took like quite a bit, you know, like my mana away from me. So yeah, it took 100 mana from you. Wow, that's actually that's pretty expensive actually. When you consider the amount of time it takes to get your mana built back up. But we're gonna work at something today. Okay, one of the things that I noticed about mana regeneration while I was going through this process. Of course, I'm using this, right? In a normal gameplay, you're not going to be using that wand, right? You're not going to be doing that. You're going to have to find other ways to do it. So I was looking at the, what's it called? The Shalix. And there are 3 of these. This is the one you can make from Magic Tier 1. And this is the one that you can make from Magic Tier 2. It does require the first one. And then you can upgrade it to make this, right? So I'm not going to go through this process of making it. And the reason I'm not going to do that is, you know, we've seen the crafting. We know what the crafting is going to be like. We'll make the first one. We'll make the first one. We won't worry about making the second one that way. So let's do, what was it again? The Chalix, Enchanted Chalix. All right. I'm just going to pull up EM2. Let's go ahead and grab the, that didn't work right. E, there it is. Eldrithium. I'm just going to grab, let's just grab a whole stack of them. That'll work. And there's an Eldrithium bit I got out of the thing there. So let's see. We're going to need H, Chalix. All right, so that, and that. And, oh, I don't have the 1 second. I need Arcanus. And I'll need a little bit more of that. And Rusty Dust. There it is. Cool. And what else did it? Oh, I did have 2 Arcanus with me. See, I just wasn't paying attention. And there's a little bit more. Let's go ahead and grab that. Yeah, we will. We're going to go ahead and we'll craft up the next one too. Yeah, we'll craft them. All right, let's do this. I think I got it all now. So let's do the Chalix. Enchanted Chalix. Let's do this. That, and that, and that. And let's go ahead and upgrade it to, oh, I grabbed the purple. I need the blue. But let's go over and we can grab some of our tea So that's what this is made for, is for consuming your Rift Bloom tea. There were 6 in there. This thing now holds 2 liters of Rift Bloom tea. And so when you drink it, you get mana regen 2 now for 2 minutes and, basically for 3 minutes, which is pretty good, Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Now, does it take away your stability when you drink it? It does. It does take a good chunk of your stability away from you. So that jumped me. I drank it twice, and I'm down to at least 55%. But, I mean, still, that's a good way of regenning your mana if you need it. All right, let's make the next upgrade. Let's upgrade this to the next tier. And let's see what kind of buffs it gives us. All right, to do the upgrade, we're going to drop that in. Put those 2. Resonator, 2 more. And now 2 of the compounds, but only 2 of the strips. Cool. So that gives us the next one. You know what? Let me get rid of this hammer out of my hand. That's irritating me. There we go. Hey, did you get out? You did. How'd you get out? How did you get out? Oh, you got out too. Right here. Oh, I didn't think about that. That's crazy. Didn't even think about that. I'd be able to get out right there. Have I lost all my chickens? I have. I lost all my chickens. All right, I'll get them all gathered back up. No biggie. It's crazy because earlier I was over here and I saw like a bunch of chickens like over here. Yeah, see, there's one of them right there. I saw a bunch of chickens over here and I thought, man, where'd these chickens come from? This the rest of them? Yep. Gen 3, Gen 3, Gen 3. Yeah, that's all my chickens. Oh, well, let's get back to what we were doing, right? So I'm going to, I had to wait anyways for everything to kind of wear off. So Lel, we got 2, we got mana regen 2 from that lasted 3 minutes. Let's see what we get now. So it still says greater mana regen 2. I wonder, like how strong is it? Or if that's the key, if it like comes back at like a probably faster rate, even though it says mana regen 2 still. I don't know. All right. Well, I don't really see anything that talks about like the actual regen rate. That's why I was kind of curious of what the regen rate was. So what do we do as a tier 2 mage? Let's open up the book. Let's go back and see becoming a tier 2 mage, and then the next one's becoming a tier 3 mage. So I don't see anything new that's been added in here. I do know now that we can do things like getting the essence cores. That's something we can do, and we can start making these new stones here. In addition to doing that, of course, to get to the next tier, to tier 3, you're going to end up having to do a lot of synthesis, and a lot of that synthesis is going to be done using making like your armor and your robes. So that's probably what we're going to do. We'll work on that. Harvest this thing here. Cool. Hey, got another robe. What is this? Meditation, mana regen plus 2 per second. Okay. Hey, let's go over here and take a look at this. I have been, I wanted to have an area put together where we could generate a lot of essence. And so I did set this area up. And these are the max tier runestones. And we've got the celestial prisms all set up in here. And they're going pretty good. Away effect, thank you. I have come over every once in a while because I was doing a ton of synthesis and I was needing a lot. So I created those or just spawned them in. And then I also got, the lacrima. What did I do with the lacrima? I had a lacrima also. We're going to go through, I do want to teach about the lacrima and about how to move stuff around. All right, so started looking through the information on making the next staff. And of course, when we upgrade the staff, now that we're tier 2, that's going to give us access to, all 4 of these slots for putting spells in. But I noticed something when looking at this, okay? Everything else looks identical to what we had to do before, except for now there's these things called rift charges. And so I started reading about that. Material made from the convergence of rust energy from a rift. Rifts are more than just links to the rust. If used right, they can be wells of vast power. Using a rift stabilizer or the spell cleansing light, rifts can be closed. If lucky, the condensed primordial energy gathered in a rift will drop. This is a vital component for a powerful mage used to charge rift weavers and for recipes. So we either need the spell cleansing light or we need a rift stabilizer. Builds up and releases a burst of primordial energy, eradicating a nearby rift with the chance of dropping a rift charge. Must be very close to take effect. Okay. We make that an atomic workbench. Cool. We've got everything we need on us right now. So let's make a couple of these. And that is, what was it? That. Yes, I better look at the recipe again. Rift stabilizer. Because I don't know if these are single use. They don't stack. So I don't think they're single use. All right. So now we just need to find a rift. Now there was one that was over here that we just got that. See if it's still over here. Nope, it's gone. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go back into here, and there's one that spawns a rift. There we go. Because I don't see any rifts right now. I've been flying around here for a little bit and kind of checking some areas out where I usually see rifts, and I haven't seen any. So just create a rift. I'll do shift and that. Okay, and then we put that down. You hold it. Must be very close to take effect. Well, it's not a single-use item. That's kind of cool. Got to be in it, maybe. Oh, that did it. And hey, we got a rift charge. Cool. Okay, so that's how that works. Interesting. All right. So it's not a single-use item. That's cool. Looks like every time you use it, it uses 1 durability. So that's not too bad. I'll put this extra one over here. Your temporal stability takes a hit. That's one thing you gotta watch out for. That's for sure. Cool. Okay, let me get built back up. So I have noticed that the size of the rift does make a difference. I had a couple that were small, and I tried to do it, and I got nothing out of it. So I think these bigger ones, yeah. See, that one gave me one. So yeah, the bigger rifts will definitely give the rift charge to you. But the smaller ones, not so much. Here's another one I see over here. A pretty good size one. I wasn't close enough to that one. You really got to be in it. You know what I mean? You got to be like inside it. It's probably going to cause me some damage. There you go. Woo! I saw one drop. I don't know where it went. There it is. I heard it. All right, let me get my stability back. All right, so I ended up getting 5 of those total. So that's cool. And let's go back and look at the handbook, at the staff. Magician staff. So we're going to need 4, 2 pieces of wood, and 2 runic scrolls. We'll put that there. Go. Hey, did you see that? Yay. That's how you can make the different sizes. But I think you have to, I don't think you can do that. We'll test it right after this. I don't think I can take the next one up to Seraphic. I don't think I can break it down to Primal yet. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. And that gives us our Magician Staff. And then we still have to, go through the whole, find it. And how much XP does it take to bind? Doesn't say. Does it have to be bound? No, it doesn't. It's already there. Sweet. We got 2 more of these. Let's go see about shutting these down. Hey, that looks like we got 2. Yeah, I think we did. Cool. I think taking damage is what's interrupting it. So I'm going to go back into game mode 2 for a moment, just test. Because I know I'm out of durability there. Not durability, but yeah, that's exactly what it was. So if you're in the process of trying to use the Rift Ward, or not the Rift Ward, the Rift Stabilizer, and you take damage, that would be the same as it interrupting the cast. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind there. So we do have the capability of putting more spells into our sanctum. So we'll go ahead and drop that one in. So now we can hit shift and we got 3 spells there. We can actually get a 4th one, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so that's not too bad. That's not, you know, we didn't have to do anything else, just make the piece. And so I guess maybe the rest of the pieces, I'm kind of curious though, about something. Let's test something. We had, yeah, Seraphic. So we've got that one. Can we, as a tier 2, can we break that down? Test and see. Oh, we can. Nice. Okay. Can we go the other way? Is that ingredient 4? So no, you can't go the other way with it. Okay. All right. Let's see about making our essence core. That was something that we saw in the book. I'm just double checking, see if anything else is unlocked. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, doesn't look like it. So let's look at making the essence core. All right, so for the essence core, you got to be tier 2. You got to be in the Thaumic workbench. Those crystallized memories you're going to need, and like I said, I'm out of those right now. So we're just going to go into here, crystallized maybe memories. There we go. Take 2 that way. And the Eldrithium, that's still in my inventory. Good. So we're going to start off with the inert core. We'll need that and that, and then these. That gives us our inert core. Hey, you've unlocked the achievement Avatar of Essence. Check the manual of magical arts for a new guide. Oh, down here. Okay. Same thing. I'm going to read through this myself, and you can pause the screen and read it. It looks like that's all there is, just first 2 pages. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I think you got the gist of it. I'm going to grab that Thaumic workbench right there. Let's speed our way over to here. We're going to need a lot of essence for this. Okay. So back into 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this Thaumic workbench right like that, and we're going to sync that to that. It's going to infuse. Oh, I never put magic runes around this thing. /GM to give me magic chalk. Give me magic chalk. Pardon. 1 second. There we go. Now we click on it and click on that, and it's good to go. Cool. All right, we need to open this up. We're going to put this inside here. 10,000. Do you see that? 10,000 is what that's going to require. Okay, that means that thing's got to be fully charged for that to take effect. All right, well, we can't do that just yet. Now, can we? So what we're going to do is, this is where we're going to have to go through and use the lacrima. So here's what we're going to do. Let's get some of that. Check out this. What's it called? It's called a rift anchor. Rift anchor. So we're going to need to put that there. 2 of those. 1 of those. All right, we're going to play around with this thing. Do I still have that? I don't have that. We need that spell 1 back. Yeah. I don't want to sit here and wander around aimlessly looking for a rift to form someplace. If one formed very close by, that's cool. We just use it, but I don't see any right now. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to spawn in a rift right here. Okay. And then we're going to put down this thing right here. We're going to see what it does. So it says this can react with rifts to create unstable rust crystals. Depth when placed will change the crystal size. And this is something you can do as a tier 1 mage. We'll move it a little bit closer. Want to test. Yeah, nothing there. Okay, that became... It says it's an unstable. All right, so a little bit of interesting tidbits of information that I have uncovered in doing some research. So there is a recipe in the book for making medium crystals, and it changes. So, you know, depending on if you want to do lightning, it shows a recipe like this. The problem is when you actually go to do it, it's only going to make small crystals. It's not going to make the large crystals. Okay, keep that in mind. So, I started doing some research and like, hey, so how do you actually get these medium crystals? And this is the way to do it, is using these rift anchors. And so this is kind of a long drawn out process, and probably not something that I'm going to be able to walk us through in this episode. Okay. Just bear in mind, just keep in mind that we're going to have to bring a rift into existence. Oh, that one says stable. But it says unstable, but then it says stable. There we go. I did get one there. So you can get the rifts from, you know, you can get the stuff from this, but you have to get low. Okay. And so if you look at the right up here, you see I'm at 114. We got to get down below sea level for that to work. And I think for it to get to medium, right? All right. I think I figured this out. Let me get out here. Sorry for this. This is disgusting. I'm sorry. Let's get out of here. Get out. We're going to start building up. Okay. So, reading a little article here from Vies. It says, depending on sea level, just under sea level, default is maybe about 10 blocks, you will see medium. And down towards the mantle, you'll see large. The rift anchors will tell you what they're going to produce in the block info. So if you look at that, when you go to place it down, let me do this. When I set this down like right here, you see in the block info, stability stable, unstable crystal size small. Okay, so it's going to create small crystals. Got it? Okay, so keep that in mind. So we got to get down low. So if I were to come here and put one down, see it says small still. We'll go a little bit. Where did I go down at? Where was I just at? This way. There it was. So I come down here like this and drop that down there. And see, now it says medium. Okay, so we're at 95. That's small. And that's medium. Just testing the height here. And that's medium. And that's small. Okay. So at this level right here, which is, you know, about 98, it's producing small. And on my map. Okay. Not every map, but on my map. So yeah, there is ways that you can create rifts. Remember, there's a sigil that will create a sigil of the rust, I think it is. That will summon a rift. So you can go down and create, you know, a rift down low and then use these stones or, you know, those things right there to create, to get these crystals to form. Cool. All right. So there we did all that. Let me get my stability back again. All right. So we now have our medium-sized rust crystals. And remember what we did over here with these? We were able to put them down and convert them over. So I'm going to do the same thing here. There we go. Come here, you. Thank you. And so we should see, you know, there's one right there, resonate with a nearby essence generator. So these are going to convert over into, you know, the other essence types. Cool. And I think we just got to get a couple of those to be the same. And then we'll be able to move on to the next step. All right, I'll be back. So just to mention this again, this is a learning series. This is not a playthrough series. We are just trying to learn how to use this mod to the best of our abilities. And that's something that I like to do. I like to learn about the mods to be able to help you out with them. So if you have any questions about how this mod works, you can always go to Vies, and he has a Discord channel, and I'll put a link in the description of this video where you can go to join his Discord. Or you can come join my Discord. I do have one also, links down in the description below. Pop in there, ask me any questions you've got. If I know the answer, I'll tell you. If I don't know the answer, I will do my best to find someone who does know the answer for you, so I can give you some information about that. Okay? Trust me, though, I'm learning this mod just like everybody else is. So I don't know everything about it. I'm just trying to learn the best I can. So if there's anything about this mod that you don't understand, you don't think I've covered well enough, or you have more questions about, hey, let me know down in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to help you out, or reach out to me on Discord and we can talk about it. Oh, it's taken some time, but it's finally done it. Woo! It hasn't been that long, but I have been sitting here going day after day after day, 3 different days just to advance the time just to get the first one there. That's crazy. It doesn't look like it uses any. It might. It actually might. 'Cause I think I was there around like 570. So yeah, it might actually use essence to convert these over. That's interesting. While I was waiting, I did go ahead and replace these with the tier 2 advanced runestones. That'll speed up. Okay, that one just went to 4. See that? Now it's down 482. And there we got a second one. So yeah, it is using about 50 at a time. So we should have another one getting ready to tick. There it is. All right, so that's at 433. So when it jumps again, we should get another one. They should all be kicking off here about the same time. I'm going to go ahead and advance the time one more. And I'm going to grab a couple more of these. It's got 402 on it. That one, I don't think we have enough essence there for that one to do anything. Throw that over there too. Well, we're going to get a couple of these to make us some essence here. And how much do I have on the neutral one? 422. Let's get a couple over here too. All right, we'll let that go. But we do have 2 of the same type. So let's do this. Get those 2. Cool. And now we can make our lacrima. That's what we were doing, right? Yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, so a piece of glass here, and a crystallized. I had one more left, if I recall. Yeah, that should be it. Put the glass in, put the crystallized there, and 2 clusters. That gives their light essence lacrima. Cool. All right, let's go back so we can fly. Let's go back over here. All right, so again, we saw that for this thing to function, where'd it go? This thing right here. So we put it in here for essence infusion. We're gonna need 10,000 essence. It's connected to this one right now that has 3,802. And that one also has 3,802. I think I may have one that might have more. No, they're all about the same. Okay, so we're going to click on that. Okay, we can put our essence in there, and it says put it into store mode. And so now if you look at the tooltip, you'll see that that thing's now ticking down. Okay, 3630, 3605. All the essence that is in that lacrima that's in this celestial prism is now going into that lacrima. Okay, and there you go. It is down. It moves in multiples of 25. And see, there's only 23 left in that one. I'm going to pull that out, and we're going to move it over to this one. And we'll start draining that one out. I'll be back. All right, that is pretty good. It's up to almost 8,000. We'll let it go. And that we're going to call that good. I'm going to pop that out of there. So if you wanted to, you can click it over into siphon mode. And then you can put the lacrima back in there, and that's where it's going to put all the essence back in out of the lacrima, right? So this takes it from the celestial prism or out of the essence generator into the lacrima. That takes it out of the lacrima and into the essence generator, which is what we are going to do right over here. I'll click on that, and we're going to put this in. And now you see the lacrima is dumping its contents into this one, or into the essence generator, and the numbers on the essence generator are going up really fast. And that's what we're going to need to get us to the 10,000 that's going to take for this. So this is going to take a little bit to drain. And then when it gets close, I'll come back. Actually, I was just thinking, you know, I need a little bit of food. I'm going to try this summon food 1. We're going to see what happens here. Oh, I put it way over there. A mana bun. All right, what does this mana bun do? 50 saturation. Cool. Let's do one more here. Mana bun. I'll do it closer to my feet this time. And I want to see, was there anything else? Let's see. So it'll last for 12 hours. Food category provides no nutrition. So all it's going to do is just fill your hunger bar. Cool. But not even fill up all the way. And there we go. 10,000. All right. So now we should be able to put this into there. And yep, you can see the progress bar starting to raise right there. So we'll come back when this part is done. It looks like it doesn't start draining it out all at once. That's what I was kind of curious about, if it was going to trickle down. It'd be nice if there was maybe an indicator that would show you, but that's okay. I mean, this is the indicator, but you know, I would like to kind of know how much is going into it and how much left, you know, how much is left to go into it. Okay, we'll let this cook. It's getting close. This is taking quite a while. It's taking probably 3 in-game hours, 4 in-game hours to get to this point. So this is taking quite a while, but it should be just about there. I just see just a little sliver, just a little skosh of the icon there. I mean, now it's down to a whisker. And it should be done, I would say, now. It should be done right about now. All right, that was just a test run. I actually think it's going to be done right about now. There we go. Yay, I was right on time. Light charged essence core. This is a core that's been supercharged with essence. You know what surprised me? We didn't get anything from that, except, so I guess maybe this is the thing. Atomic cores, to use this atomic core, complete the soul binding process and equip it in the emblem slot. I think this is something we want to look at, right? This might be pretty cool. So we're going to shift and soul bind. I probably got to have my full mana, huh? Gimme. Go to full mana. There we go. All right, now shift and soul bind it, right? Man, bad thing is I don't know if it's doing anything. I can't. Let's go back into our normal view. Doesn't show anything. Light charged essence core. Oh, turn that into a specific atonement core in the Thaumic workbench. Oh, okay. Atonement core. Cool. All right. I think I want to do the conjuration one. Conjuration spell mana cost 25, conjuration spell 25, conjuration spell duration 50%, damage 50%, stats 50%. Alteration. So I want to do something here. Let's go back into game mode 2. Incantation. Okay, yeah, so it does show the books, right? Befriend animal is part of the incantation one. So it's fertilize, growth, reap, telekinesis, resist wind, resist water. Surface ascent. Teleports the caster up to the topmost block that faces the sky. Cool. Shadow step. Mend object. That's a good one. Cleansing light. Grants slow upward movement while holding sneak. Well, that's kind of cool. Endless breath. Underwater breathing. Okay. Featherfall. That's a cool one too. Okay. And then the other one that we were looking at or was thinking about was, alteration or conjuration. Conjuration. Let's look at the conjuration. Conjuration. Right, some pretty cool stuff in here. Just kind of, so yeah. I don't know if I want to get into that one though. I mean, conjuration would be pretty cool. Yeah. But if we made, so we've got a light, what was it called? A light essence? No, it's, what is this thing called? light charged essence core. Light charged essence core. So that's, oh, I didn't mean to pick that up. Wait, let's go into here. Light charged essence core. All right, so we're gonna do the conjuration one. Yeah, let's do that one. Let's make that one happen. And then this episode's getting long, so we're gonna have to do that, and then that's gonna have to be the end of it. So let's go /GM1. Let's get back out here. Hit H, and we're gonna make the conjuration. Mage candles. That's not too hard. You know what? I'm just gonna. I don't have any fat, but that's not hard to make. You guys saw that, so I'm just gonna do the mage candle. I'm gonna grab 2 of those. Okay, and what else we need? That thing, and then the magic chalk. We got that. So let's take put that in the middle. Candles, they're there, and the magic chalk. That gives us our conjuration attunement core. And then this is the one that we are going to do the shift bind on, right? All right, that's done. That was like, I was expecting something big and fancy. All right, and then where does this thing go? I thought it said you had to equip it. Oh, Attunement exhaustion. Is that because I took it out? Oh, I bet you it is. I bet you it is. I wonder, can I do the time set morning? No, I can't. It's got to be a full 10 minutes. Not game time, real time. Dang it. Oh, well. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do for this episode, right? We have made it to tier 2 on the mage. We figured out how to get the medium crystals. We have learned how to turn those medium crystals into the elementals. Yeah, we learned how to do that. We learned how to make the lacrima. We've learned how to use the lacrima so that we can move essence from, one point to another. And we made our atonement core. And we became a conjuration mage. Cool. I think that's pretty successful. All right, we are getting close to the end of this series. There's not going to be much more we're going to be doing with Rustbound Magic unless there's things that you would like to know more about as far as Rustbound Magic goes. Please, give me kind of a shout out in the comments down below. Reach out to me on Discord. Send me a carrier pigeon, whatever. Just send me some kind of message that says, hey, Shino, I would like to know about, and then fill in the blank. And I will do my best to put that information together. We'll come back. We're going to do a couple more things with Rustbound Magic. I want to go through this process right here of making some of these stones. And I would like to figure out what this utility block, what they mean by that. And also, there's apparently some blocks that we haven't researched yet, and probably these right here. Yeah, we haven't researched these. So we'll definitely have to do some of this stuff also whenever we come back. Cool? All right, folks. Hey, thanks for spending time with me. This is Shino, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.